guys to another episode of the South Texas Beat. It's been a little while. Things have been kind of hectic with work. I'm on the road right now, as you can see. But anyhow, wanted to kind of go over a little bit of something that kind of rings true to me. A little bit of medical knowledge, things of that sort along the way during my time in the Army. And I took that to heart and I built upon that. I've been maintaining the knowledge, all the knowledge that I could, and continuing even more. But with that said, I travel a lot. I burn the roads up across South Texas and sometimes up into North Texas as well. Now, I've encountered a lot of medical emergencies along the way, mainly people in distress requiring some assistance, some medical assistance, things of that sort. And being in South Texas, won't mention the kind of people that I have been, or people that I have encountered. Let's put it that way, because that could start a political conversation that I'm not going to get into. But regardless, on the roads out there, it's always good to be prepared, 100%. And one way to be prepared is to have a medical kit in the car. I have a medical trauma kit. This thing has everything to treat everybody. But first, let's go ahead and take a few seconds. We'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gents, we're back. So just a little bit of something that I want to kind of introduce you to what's in this pack. All right, this is pretty well stocked trauma kit, so to speak. Anyway, it's got everything that mainly concerned person would have. Right, you treat cuts, breaks, sprains, bruises, whatever. Right. Now the main thing is, with the shootings that have been going on in the schools and everything like that, they put out that every school should have a bleeder kit. All right. Now, it shouldn't have required a situation like a mass shooting to require a bleeder kit. They should have had these kind of things on hand a long time ago. This is something that I believe in and something that I carry in the car. I carry in the truck as well. And I make sure that I'm prepared for any situation. I want to be able to assist where necessary. But we're going to go into this. I'm going just a little bit of what this has, just so you have an idea on what you may want to carry in your kit. All right. You see here, I have a SAM splint. This thing, I'm not going to take it out of the pack. I haven't used it yet, thank God. But this is basically a formable splint that you can splint breaks, whether it be on the elbow or even on the leg as well, things like that. This has instructions on it. Most of them come with instructions, as long as you get it brand new. I would get these things in the pack so that way you know that they're clean somewhat. Okay. Some of the other things that I have in here is bleed stop bandages. Right, these are good for pressure, just use as pressure dressings and stuff to stop the bleeding. You lay these circular bandages on top, wrap the bandage over it, hopefully stop the bleeding. Okay, that's in layman's terms a little bit. So it'll take a little while to kind of go over those techniques, and we're not going to go over those techniques. I'll let the professionals do that. All right. Abdominal pads, right? Abdominal pads for any abdominal wounds. This thing will stretch out and it fits nicely over any kind of abdominal wounds, stop the bleeding. Right? Multi-trauma dressing. This could be used for an abdominal pad as well, but this is also for any other kind of large use that you may need. Once again, God forbid that we don't encounter those types of things. Right. Now, has some Curlicks. If you can stop bleeding, put it inside of a wound if the wound is that big. Regardless, you can adjust this to the size that you need. Put it inside the wound to stop the bleeding. I also have some eye irrigation. Right, this is always perfect. You get something in your eye, especially with me working around some of the stuff that I do. This is good to kind of rinse your eyes out should you get anything in there. I have a roll of medical tape. I prefer the wider medical tape, but this stuff always works very well as well. Athletic tape, they may call it, things like that sort, right? Very easily tearable, very adhesive, very sticky, of course. Some more Curlicks. I even have some burn spray as well. This thing is just jam-packed with everything. We're not going to go over everything. Of course, it'd take me forever. Once again, I have the wider athletic medical tape, whatever you want to call it. I have every assorted part and piece here known to man when it comes to band-aids. I have tourniquets in here. I have some non-stick pads, regular gauze, things of that sort. Okay, this is all the gauze, all the tape, band-aids, everything all in one bag right here. Right. Also got some calamine lotion. And I have every wipe known to man in here. Anti-burn cream, hand cleansing wipes, iodine wipes, antiseptic towelettes, you name it, it is in here. Every type of medical wipe known to man is in here to help treat those wounds and get those things cleaned out before you wrap them up, right? And of course, make sure you have clean bandages before you do so. That's why all this stuff is in wrappings. Right. Now, once again, got some gauze sponges, got some rubber gloves. You never know when you're gonna need this. Ace bandages of every type. I have tons of these, okay? Ace bandages of every type. These things are awesome. Everybody knows what these things are. The Ace bandages are just awesome to even, if they're kind of, if, for those of you that have been in the military, the Israeli bandages, things like that, these are likened to those somewhat. Of course, I like the Israeli bandages better. That's what we called them anyway, back in the day. Now, here's something right here, triangular bandage, right? This is great for splinting, breaks, things of that sort, sprains, everything. It's a big, gigantic triangular bandage. Wrap around the neck, put your arm in there. It even comes with safety pins as well. For those military types out there, if you give me the name, the name that we used to call this in the Army, or even in the Marine Corps maybe, or Navy or whatever, but I know in the Army we had a very specific name for this. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think it is. I'll see if I can get you a prize out, okay? I think that's kind of awesome little trivia there, and it kind of shows some of the old dogs out there, all right? And those of you that are friends with me, you're ineligible. Pill bottles, these are great to put different types of pills in, maybe aspirin, ibuprofen. Please, I'm not recommending you put any narcotics in these things. If you get caught by the cops on the road, not responsible, okay? And don't take the narcotics if you put them in here. That's very dangerous, right? But put all this stuff back. The other side here, I have a stethoscope, be able to check pulse, check blood pressure. This is a good way to find out once you encounter it, things of that sort, right? There's so many things you can diagnose with this. Get schooled up on how to use this. I know how to use it well. My wife knows how to use it well, of course. These are always good pieces of kit to have in there, all right? And of course, have first aid books in here just in case you need to refer back to something. Some more multi-drama dressing. Have some more bleed stop bandages. These, like I said, these things are awesome. Now, some of you Army types should be very familiar with the J tube. Okay, this is a good piece of kit to have as well. Got to know how to use it. That's just plain and simple, right? Some more ointments in here, burn creams. Got bar soap in here. Got ammonia tablets, pain reliever as well, just in case the basic aspirin, right? Neosporin, everything. It's in here. All right. Going to the next one here. Okay, got some more multi-use pads, multi-trauma dressings, multi-use pads, same thing, right? But they're huge. I've got finger splits. And that's another thing. When if you get a kit like this, there may be specific things that you want in here. I bought finger splits at the Walmart to get this in here because I think that's important as well. Every type of fracture I want to be able to treat. Okay, including myself. I've been getting some accidents myself, of course. Band-aids galore, right? I got Band-aids galore in here. Also, cotton tip swabs. Those sort instant ice compresses. I even have some more bandages, right? These are the cheapy bandages, but still, bandage is a bandage, right? Saline wound wash, I put some of that in there as well. Once again, making sure that that injury is clean and clear is key. Some more cold packs. Got some bigger bandages in there. Another instant ice compress. Some more bleed stop bandages. Gauze. So, and of course, first things first, make sure you call the proper authorities, whether it be the police, Border Patrol, whoever's nearby, right? DPS, the state troopers, EMS, primarily EMS, but make sure the authorities are out there too. They're on their way, so you can let the patient know that competent help is on the way. Stand by, but I'm going to stop the bleeding. I'm going to treat you for shock, make you nice and comfortable and stabilized until help comes. All right, guys, so you see I ripped everything out of this bag, and I showed you there's a whole lot of items in here. These things are easy to get, but these items in here are important. Treat cuts, any kind of deep penetrating wounds, treat shock. You know, you've diagnosed the patient to an extent. You treat abdominal wounds, breaks, everything, right? Even to the basic skeeter bite. But the thing is, I keep this in the car so that way I can pull over and provide aid to. But also, I do carry other pieces of kit, which we'll talk about that later. The medical side of this house, of this, is extremely important to me. I want to make sure that I tried whatever I could before getting that person off to higher care. Right. Of course, once again, the first things first. EMS, call the state troopers, call Border Patrol. They're all over the road down here in South Texas, by the way. And the Border Patrol has the BORSTAR team, which they are 100% trained up experts in trauma care. And of course, they're equipped with helicopters and all kinds of stuff to get the patient to where they need to go. Okay, get them out there, get them to that next higher level of care. But this right here will prep them to make sure that they get to that next level of care. And you can move on about your business. Every school should have a full medical kit of some type to treat whatever injuries are out there, even besides a mass shooting. Everybody should have a medical kit nowadays. It's sad that we have to do this, but it's better to be prepared. But anyhow, also just a little housekeeping. I'm getting the footage together first, but I took Mr. Albert Zartucci from Hard Life Spade and Tackle, took him out fishing over the weekend and showed him how to go chase your catch, not sit and wait for it. We used popping corks. He tested out a new Go Fish like cam that goes under the water and stuff. Pretty cool piece of kit for a fisherman. So waiting to get that footage and see what that footage looks like as well. I bought a fish ruler that floats. We tested that out because it blew out of the boat. So we're going to review that as well. But we're also going to show that footage of Mr. Albert actually fishing in another mode of fishing and go from there. So stay tuned. We're going to have some more footage here real quick. Okay, guys? Thanks a lot. Like, share, subscribe. Definitely share. Please share. Subscribe, but please share. This is important information right here that everybody should have. Leave a comment down below in the comments. Ask me where to get one of these, and I'll give you a few links in some places that I like to shop from. That will help you. You don't have to be a prepper or anything like that to have one of these. It's just good to have one, period. All right. So with that being said, that's something I just run true today because I treated someone earlier today on my way down to one of my locations. So get with me if you need some information. I'll be more than glad to share it with you, and we'll go from there. But from here on out, please take care of yourselves, take care of others, and we'll see you next time on the South Texas Beat. Thanks.